Hi guys, my name is Jennifer Rowe and either welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to level up in your 30s. I have a list right here. It doesn't go in any particular order. I am going to pick money to be the first one. It doesn't make it the most important, but I would put it at the top of the list, you know. You're gonna either want to make more money or you're gonna want to start putting money aside just because you never know. This is a security blanket. This is so that just in case, it's not that we're planning for bad things to happen, but just in case something were to happen, you have at least a minimum of 1 month worth of bills and you have that 30 days to figure out what you're gonna do. I mean, that should be the minimum, okay, when it comes to money. With money, we're gonna do credit. Now, although I know that credit is really so that you can borrow money to buy things that you technically just can't afford, just in case you want to buy a house, you know, finance a car, or, you know, whatever it is, you're gonna need good credit. And in your 30s, you should have good credit. If you don't have good credit, it's really not difficult to build up. I've been working on mine for a couple months now, and every month it just shoots up once you focus on it. I got with a credit company. They're called Lexington Law Firm. If you want to look them up, I'm telling you guys, they're legit. And I got a credit card, so every month my credit score goes up. Like I said, credit is really for, you know, borrowing money to buy things that you typically can't afford. But if you want to rent a house or, you know, things like that, then you're gonna want good credit. And at 30, in your 30s, you don't want to have to look for cosigners. Like, we're kind of past that at this age. That comes with like the 30s level up package, like money and good credit. Like, have that handled. All right, the next one would be working out. If you're already into fitness, cool, keep it up. Obviously, don't stop working out if you're already into fitness. If you are not, get into fitness. It's not only gonna make you look better, but it's gonna make you feel better too. If you don't want to go to a gym for any reason, if you're not a runner, YouTube has a bunch of free, you know, at-home aerobics. I really recommend Chloe Ting. I love Chloe Ting. For me personally, it's really not just about the way that I look, even though leveling up has to do with your looks as well. I feel so much better. I love working out. I'm just one of those people that loves working out. So yeah, working out because it's gonna make you look good, and part of leveling up is looking good, looking better, and feeling good. We want to take care of like the insides and the outside. Alright, so another one here I have written down is letting go of dead weight. Sometimes when we are younger, we have relationships or situationships or friendships or even, you know, like toxic family members or somebody that is just dead weight. Somebody that's just like holding you back, somebody that's just not on your level, somebody that is just committed to misunderstanding you, and no matter what it is that you do, you just keep bumping heads. You need to let that go. You need to let that person go. You need to let that relationship go. It's not serving you. And if you're coming into your 30s, or if you're already into your 30s, you don't want to start a new chapter and like bring that energy with you. Like, just let them go. Let them go. And if for any reason that person needs to stay in your life, you need to practice, and then I have it on here because this is another topic, is emotional maturity. And this has been a really super big one for me this year. And holy hell, I know that sometimes it can be hard. I know it can be hard because people can do you wrong, and when you become hurt, you know, you can have a sharp tongue, or you can act on impulse, or, you know, you can go off on a rage, or you can, you know, do things based off emotion and do things impulsively or say things impulsively. And when you do that to somebody that has, you know, wronged you, so let's do an example. Okay, so this is, pretend that my hat is a ball and they just wronged you. So they're holding the I'm a piece of shit ball. And then you act off an impulse and you say something or you do something that now brings you down to their level. And what happens is they throw the piece of shit ball at you and you catch it. And now you've invalidated whatever they did to you, and guess what? You're holding the piece of shit ball. We don't want to hold a piece of shit ball. I know that it can be hurtful when people do you wrong, and if they're still around you and you still have to deal with them, you know, it can be difficult, but that's when you need to practice your emotional maturity. Learn how to be quiet. Learn how to process, you know, your emotions and deal with them later. Deal with the situation when you know that you can deal with it in a way that you're not catching the shit ball. And if for any reason you find yourself, you know, lacking emotional maturity, and it's not because of other people's wrongdoing, and maybe you are hot-headed, and, you know, I used to think I was hot-headed, but I'm really just not. I'm just really sensitive, and I was just emotionally immature. It's not that I'm hot-headed, it's that I'm sensitive. So I take things really personally when somebody does me wrong. That was something that I had to work on. It's like, no, you're gonna keep holding the piece of shit ball. I'm not gonna catch your piece of shit ball. But if for any reason you are hot-headed, and you know you're hot-headed, and this is coming from a place of hormones, or, you know, you're suffering from like a bipolar disorder or some type of a depression, then go ahead and invest in yourself and get some help, because that can ruin a lot of things for you. It doesn't matter how like beautiful you are, how talented, or even how kind of a heart you have. If you can't get, you know, these other things in order, it can mess up your job, it can mess up your relationships. So that's just something that you're really gonna want to, you know, get in check, especially in your 30s, because like I said, I mean, for me, I wasn't sad to turn 30, which is my next subject, is embrace your age. I was very excited to turn 30, and I want to ask you guys, please, can you please stop crying about being in your 30s, guys? It's weird. It's not old, okay? We're not young women anymore, but we're not old. The only people that think we're old are teenagers, or people that just got out of their teenager years, and or men that watch like College Porn Edition or like teen porn. Like guys are just like into like super young women. So stop telling yourself that you're old because you're in your 30s. You're really not old yet, okay? You're not even middle-aged, which is fine. Like, being middle-aged is fine, but let's stop acting like 30 is super old. It's really not a thing. So we don't do this to men. We don't put a shelf life on men. So stop doing it to yourselves. We're doing it to ourselves, really. Yeah, so embrace your age and know that you can be sexy at any age. You don't need to be like fresh out of high school, or like, you know, fresh like into college to still be like attractive. And I know that group of women are, you know, are very attractive in their own way for a number of reasons, and I can actually break that down for you guys. I'm gonna break down for you guys really, really quickly why typically younger women are considered more attractive than women in their 30s. I would say the number one reason is because just, you know, naturally they're younger. Their metabolism, their skin, their hair, whatever, they're still skinny, they haven't had babies, some of them haven't had babies, so they're naturally more beautiful. That is valid, okay? It's cool. You're young, so you've got that going. So in your 30s, you can have all of that too, but now it's a matter of maintenance, okay? You need to take care of yourself. So now you got that as well. Another thing with younger women is that they're not bitter. They haven't been through the life experiences that we've already been through. So stop being bitter, ladies. Like, okay, you got done wrong. Get over it, because that bitter ass attitude is not attractive. So that's another thing that has to do with like why younger women are considered more attractive than women in their 30s or than older women. Another thing that younger women, you know, have that's very attractive is because they don't have the same life experiences as us. Everything is, you know, impressive. Again, we're bitter. We've been there, we've done that, and whatever, like fucking trips to Miami are not a big deal to us, or going to a 5-star restaurant, been to like 100 of those. Don't be like that. Don't have that attitude. Be grateful. Like, if somebody is doing something for you, be grateful for what they're doing. You know, like, people like to have their ego stroked. Like, oh wow, this is amazing, your shiny car, and you have a job, you know, like things that all adults are supposed to have. Like, make that like, just appreciate it, okay? Anyway, so the point of the video is not to break down like young women versus older women. The point was embrace your age and stop being like, oh my god, I'm so old, and then realize why it is that sometimes like guys do want to be with younger women. And if just like in general they want to be with a younger woman, then that's just, I know that's like a personal issue for them. Like that younger woman is going to eventually get older, so that younger woman is disposable to that man, and you don't want that type of man anyways. So that's just another topic. Let's get back into how to level up in your 30s. Alright, so also in your 30s, guys, a woman, I don't know, when I think of a woman, she has a beautiful home. You don't have to have a lot of money to have a beautiful home. You just need to take pride in your home. So that when you come home, you know, you kind of like, you know, this is my space. This is my space. So, yeah, work on your home, work on your bedroom. You know, just take pride. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in, you know, in your space. And yeah, have a little bit of dignity, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so with leveling up, aside from, you know, like being healthy and like money and all that stuff, I think when we think of leveling up, we think of like a makeover. And I think sometimes we think, oh, I'm too old to wear this, and that's not even a thing, okay? If you dress your age or if you dress older, you're gonna look that age, you know? And I'm not saying like try to look younger, but typically like if you dress a little more playful, you'll look a little more youthful, and you'll feel a little bit more youthful too. I don't feel amazing about myself when I dress like I'm a grandma that's gonna go to church on a Sunday. So don't be afraid to dress more youthful. If you want to be classy, if you want to be really super mature about your style, then you can do that too, if that's what makes you feel good. I personally like to be playful. I like flower dresses. I like, you know, cleavage. I'm not trying to be, you know, like I said, I think that, you know, being a little bit more playful with your styles will make you look and feel a little bit more youthful. So, and I think that's like the goal forever. I think it doesn't matter how old you are, 30s, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I think we want to keep like our inner child alive. And I know I'm talking about like women, but you know, there's something really playful about being a woman. You know, there's still like a little like princess energy that you're gonna want to keep, you know. And if anybody's like, I'm a queen, it's like, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so I think that leaving relationships out of this, you know, whole thing would be wrong. So leveling up in your 30s when it comes to relationships, guys, realize, you know, what your standards are, and like don't budge on them. You know, in your 30s, like let's get serious right here, ladies. All right, we're not 21 anymore, okay? And even though we're not like older ladies, we're not young ladies, okay? And I think for the majority of us, we're gonna want a level of commitment. There needs to be a level of commitment, okay? If you are looking for a fling, if you're looking for hookups, then I recommend it to be very casual and you know, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and cut the contact, maybe like a one-nighter, because naturally what happens with people that you sleep with and have like, you know, F-buddy relationships, you're gonna end up catching feelings, and it can just get really messy. So at our age, typically we are going to want a certain level of commitment. You need your standards and your needs to be met. If they are not, you can't entertain this person. If you are in a situationship, I would think about what I said, the emotional maturity, and you know, plan your exit. Have an exit plan, because you know, we're only on this earth for a certain, you know, period of time, and I think the majority of us would like to share a life. And it's not, you know, uncommon or weird or any of that BS that sometimes people want to make you feel, to want to, you know, spend, you know, your life or share your life with somebody that has the same like morals and values as you. So in our 30s, we can't keep playing these games because, like I said, we are only spending so much time on this earth. And I think the older you get, you know, the more you realize how fast life happens. And don't waste, you know, precious time, you know, chasing something or like playing yourself. Okay, I don't know how else to put that. Like, don't play yourself. There's lots of men out there that want the same thing that you want. There are men out there that want commitment, you know, that want to be providers, that want to be like loyal, and like that want all the things that we want. This is not like this is not a weird thing. Like this needs to it needs to be more normalized, and people that like don't want that, like I guess it's okay, but usually those people are still involved in, you know, romantic relationships, and those are just like damaged people that need to do some like self-healing and self-work. And I don't think playing nurse or, you know, being like the female version of Captain Save-A-Ho, that's something that you need to let go of if that was a pattern that you had. So okay, and the last one is investing in yourself. Invest in yourself in whatever way you want to. You know, I'm not gonna just say go get an education. Like, you can do that. You can go get an education. You can go get a boob job. You can get your teeth done. Go get your BBL. Go get, you know, your hair done. Go get your nails done. Like, at the end of the day, this is your body and it's you. Like, you have to live in this body. And you have to live your life. You know, there's nothing more important than you. You are the most important person ever. You need to be the most important person. I really want to stress this because this used to happen to me. Don't feel guilty for investing in yourself. Like, don't ever feel guilty about investing in yourself. If you have the extra money to go get your hair done, then go get your hair done. If you have the extra money to go get your nails done, then go get your nails done. Like, you need to take care of you. You need to take care of you, because at the end of the day, the only person that can guarantee that you're going to be taken care of, guarantee, is you. So those are my tips on leveling up in your 30s. You know, looking better, not giving people your energy, and embracing who you are, how old you are. And honestly, this is probably like the last tip. Like, stop giving about anybody's opinion. You know, if somebody tells you, you know, you're this way, or you shouldn't be doing that, or yada yada yada, you know what? Like, you're grown now. You don't need people's permission. You're not a child, you know? You don't need permission to be living your life. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it.